appreciate the contribution from the member for New England, and I know that he, in his former life, was an accountant, and that's why we had the long explanation about assets, dollars, making the books balance. My question to the member for New England then is, how would you explain, how would you advise a party that had a $600 billion black hole in their books? What advice would you be giving to your coalition members about how you would be filling that black hole, what sort of asset you would be investing in? Because to me, that sounds like a dud asset. Now, we all know why we are standing here to debate this MPI proposed by the Shadow Treasurer. It's because he's running scared. He refuses to debate the Treasurer. Why is he refusing to debate the Treasurer? Because he has no policies to debate the Treasurer with. But there was one debate that he agreed to participate in, and that was with the member for Parramatta, my colleague here. And I guess that made sense to him. You know, the Shadow Treasurer with the member for Parramatta, Rhodes Scholar, he thought he was an even match. Unfortunately, he was wrong, because the member for Parramatta, by all accounts, cleaned up in that debate. And so now he's said no to all debates. And I can understand, because there is no long-term vision in their plan. But we do have a vision, a long-term vision, and I'll take the premise of this MPI. Let's not take it over 5 years. Let's take it over the lifetime of a child, because I'm going to talk you through what our budgets, the 4 budgets that we've had, means for an 8-year-old child. That's the age of my son, and let me talk you through what we are going to be doing for not just the next 5 years, but for the remainder of his life. So he is most likely, this child, 8-year-old child, most likely going to attend a public school. And in this budget, the Labor government will lift our contribution for public schools from 20 to 25% of the school resource standard by 2034 in New South Wales, so that public schools will be fully funded, something that students in New South Wales have been waiting for more than a decade for. That's $41 billion of investment into our public schools in New South Wales, so students will get smaller class sizes, better learning resources and additional support for teachers. So that means that 8-year-old child will get high-quality education. And as he grows up and decides whether he's going to go to TAFE or university, we've got plans to help there. We're making free TAFE permanent and introducing 100,000 more places, ensuring that young people can pursue further education without financial barriers. This is good for the child because they get the skills for a lifelong career. It's good for the country because we can get workers into areas where we've got skills shortages. And if he chooses to go into university, next year we are going to wipe 20% of HECS debt, because university is an investment and it shouldn't be a burden. And this child's family will benefit from Labor's tax cuts, because every taxpayer will receive a new tax cut of up to $800 over the next 2 financial years. Because of successive tax cuts by the Labor government, the average New South Wales taxpayer will receive around $2,500 in tax cuts by 2027-28. This means more money for school supplies, extracurricular activities and family expenses. And each time we've wanted to give all Australians a tax cut, those opposite have opposed it. Good healthcare is also essential for that child's future, and we are making healthcare more affordable. We've tripled the bulk billing incentive for people who need to see a GP who are concession card holders or children, and the Medicare data shows that this investment is restoring bulk billing for more than 11 million patients who this change covers. More than 9 in 10 GP visits are now bulk billed for those patients. So the alternative between this side of the House and that side of the House is clear for that 8-year-old child. The Shadow Treasurer has no policies, no vision, and no wonder he can't debate the Treasurer.